The tweet hereafter was a website which archived the final Twitter posts users posted before they died. These tweets ranged from posts by celebrities to regular people. The site was inspired by the revelation that all of us who use social media will have a final post eventually. These posts and our digital footprint will live on far beyond us, and what they say about us may or may not have much to do with the lives we lived. Fascinated by this concept, I compiled some posts from the website for this video, and provided backstory on who these people were and the lives they lived. As you can imagine, sensitive topics will be discussed, so viewer discretion is advised. Debbie Constantino's last tweet was the afternoon before her death. It reads, "The more you love your decisions, the less you need others to love them." Debbie was married to Mark Constantino. The two were paranormal investigators, and the two even appeared on the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventure series.
Hey you guys, it's Debbie. I'm here with Mark, and we have a bunch of friends with us, and these people are good people. You know, last time I was here with Jan and Peggy, I said I was gonna try to make sure you guys were okay. Do you remember who we are?
However, Debbie's marriage with Mark was problematic, as they both had charges of domestic abuse against each other during their marriage. The two would divorce in September of 2014. Things would take a terrible turn 1 year after their divorce, on the morning of September 22nd, 2015. Mark would murder Debbie's roommate and hold Debbie hostage at his apartment. After a 3-hour standoff with the police, Mark would murder Debbie and turn the gun on himself. Debbie's story is tragic. Her final tweet shows a woman who is working to move on with her life and change, and embracing the change, while in reality her former husband was not ready for her to move on at all. On October 6, 2016, Peter Hentkins would tweet, "I'm choosing euthanasia. Estimated time of departure, 1 p.m. I have no last words." Peter would pass away 25 minutes after this tweet. Peter was a very successful Belgian software engineer. He was an advocate for freedom, especially within the software ecosystem. He fought to limit software patents as he believed the patent system is outdated, prevents innovation, and only benefits a small number of firms. As detailed on Peter's blog, Peter was diagnosed with bile duct cancer in 2010, which was successfully removed. However, the cancer returned in April 2016, which progressed quickly as he was diagnosed with terminal bile duct cancer soon after. Within the next 3 months, Peter would lose over 30 pounds and go through immense pain. In his blog, he writes the following regarding his terminal battle with cancer. "The only way to beat cancer, really, is to die from something else first." He ends this post with the following: "I'd much rather not die, yet I'm going to, and it seems inevitable now. This is how I'd want it to happen, not fighting the cancer with hope and positive thinking, rather by fighting the negativity of death, with small, positive steps, and together, rather than alone." 1 week prior to his death, Peter published his final blog post, titled "Confessions of a Necromancer." This post is an extensive overview of his life and career. It's an excellent read. Although Peter stated he had no last words, his final blog post provides major insight to who he was and his personality. In the second to last paragraph, Peter provides insights gained from his life. He writes, "Be patient, don't give up, and always be learning. You can turn even most crappy situations into valuable lessons. Teach to others, be happy with what you have, yet always strive to improve things."
Warning.
On October 1st, 2014, Kate von Roeder posted the following tweet: "Adios, folks. Notice here. Good luck, y'all." Kate was a software developer who at one point worked as a technical analysis for Riot Games. In Kate's Facebook post, she wrote about her struggles with depression and her gender transition. Quote, "This is a post that's been a long time coming. 19 years of depression, give or take. It's been long and brutal and full of a lot of tears and angst, and it's finally coming to a close. Initially, my plan was to go into details about my pains, waxing laborious about my struggles with transition. I shouldn't have done it, not because I'm not trans, but because I don't have a fraction of the personal strength to succeed at it, unlike some of the amazing trans people I've been privileged to know. My physical struggles, heat sensitivity, and more recently hair loss, or my mental pain. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. But paragraph after paragraph of whining seemed like a poor way to go out. Most of you have had to deal with enough of my bullshit. Quote, I want to tie this off with an apology to those of you who I've inflicted myself on over the years. Whether it's raising the shit I spew onto Twitter or suffering my vortex of negativity as a colleague, I've been an albatross around the neck of a lot of people I respect and enjoy. To those who tried to befriend me and whose relationships I abandoned and allowed to wither and die, I'm also sorry. I wish I knew how to be a friend, but I just wasn't wired that way. For these sins and more, I'm sorry. I'm just not a good person. In any case, thank you to all the wonderful folks I've known over the years. Maybe I'll see you on the other side. Maybe not. Either way, all best and good luck. Kate. Kate's story is very heartbreaking. One of her former colleagues wrote, she was fun to work with, very responsive to code reviews, and a great example of a play contributor. Kate's passing is a reminder of the challenges that underrepresented groups can face as a community that is dominated primarily by one demographic. Let's never forget the impact we can have in making those who are underrepresented in our community feel welcome. Kate's story reminds us of the overlooked topic of the struggles and hardships marginalized people go through on a daily basis. It is important for us to be compassionate and understanding of others and to try to make others feel welcome, especially to those who are underrepresented in society and our communities. For our final post, it will be a collective of posts rather than one single post. From posts sharing aspirations to posts sharing admiration to mundane posts that just use social media for general discourse. The common theme between all of these tweets was that they were the final posts these people left before they died. Some give an insight as to who these people were, while others do not. However, they all force us to think what our final post will say about us, if anything. As the founder of the tweet hereafter mentions, we shouldn't define human beings by a couple hundred hastily typed characters, but it's difficult not to. Thanks for watching.